it's never going to be 100% perfect. It's never going to go 100% the correct way. So be open to taking plan B, plan C, plan D. I'm currently dealing with a bad mental health day because I know the exact reason why. I feel like this vlog series is me just therapizing myself. Um, but essentially, like, I get overwhelmed with the burden of tasks because they sit in my head and I'm not putting them out in an organized manner and blah 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 blah. So I am gonna go through that now. The reason that I'm naturally getting worked up and I'm trying to like manage it because you literally like you can't control what's happening to you, but you can control how you are responding. You can acknowledge and then respond in a way that you feel is best. So um the next couple of weeks are up in the air again. Like I've realized from the summer that I really don't like moving around. It creates so much unsettlement and it just stress. So we are changing where we're staying for the last week in Newcastle on Friday. So in 3 days we're going to be moving for 3 days. Sorry, for a week. So in 3 days we need to move out of where we currently are into a new place for 7 days. Then after that, we have our client photo shoot, which is really exciting, and that's all organised. So that's good. That's a weekend away, work stuff, cool. Then we are back at Jake's parents for a couple of days, and then we fly to Portugal for a week for Jake's brother's wedding. So a family wedding, which is incredibly exciting, but at the same time, it is just stressful naturally, like because we need to make sure that training sessions and nutrition and all of that goes to plan for like the marathon training whilst we're away. Then the day after we come back, we're heading back, we're flying back out home. So then we'll have like a week, like a few days to like get settled and organized and back into routine. And I'm so excited. Um, I literally have missed it so much. So as you can imagine, like from now until then, like I'm literally just like almost in fuck it mode, like literally fuck it, but I'm so overwhelmed because there's so much to do and then I'm stressed with the overwhelm that I'm like fuck it. And like, my diet's not great right now. Like I'm literally having, for my breakfast, I had cereal with a protein shake. So I had like a protein shake as the milk in the cereal. And then I'm having a protein yogurt and the egg bites from Starbucks, which the egg bites are so good if you haven't had them. I feel like they are a bit of a rip-off, but the taste so fucking good. And also like an iced latte. So like my diet quality is shocking. I'm just trying to prioritize protein because we need that because that's me slapping my bum. I don't want to lose the bum throughout this marathon prep. I want to keep these big chunky legs. But anyways, so do you know that's where we're at? I have organized all my thoughts and all my things that we need to do and all of this, but like it's still just like fuck. There's like it is just like overwhelming and like it makes us want to curl up into a ball when I look at everything that I've got to do. But that's fine. It's literally my own doing. Like it's literally my own fault. Like I chose to live this life. This like me complaining about this shit isn't gonna change. I need, grow up and sort yourself out. Okay. I just wanted to share with you how I'm feeling. And hopefully it comes to a month time when I am settled in my own place with my own stuff, with my own routine, and I'm hoping that my like natural stress levels are like down. Highly aware that I look incredibly ridiculous, but please just ignore. I'm trying to get into the habit of wearing my visor, and I'll obviously put my sunglasses on because when we get back to Dubai, my poor skin is just gonna be damaged from the sun. So I'm like, anyways, today I have a pace run. Like it's scary because it's went away from gentle now to like actually, I do have a goal and we do have to push for it. I'm a little bit apprehensive, so it's basically just literally it's 20 to 30 minutes at the marathon pace that I want to run. Obviously, eventually for the marathon, that's going to have to be like around 4 hours sustained at that pace. The reason I'm not too scared is because when I did my time trial a few weeks ago, I did a 5k time trial, and the pace I did was roughly the pace I need to do today, and that was on the 6th of August. And I've had a few weeks of running and intervals under my belt now, so it should be okay. I'm still scared though. Team, we've got some good news and we've got some bad news. I mean, we've got some bad news and we've got some good news. The bad news is the shins did not feel great. So, in this running journey, obviously I've been running 3-4 times a week for like, we're going into 5 weeks now. Obviously the volume's going up, but not a stupid, unhealthy amount that is too much too soon. We're not going from 0 to 100, but we are going to marathon training. And I've had a little bit of hip pain. I've had a little bit of foot pain. The tiniest niggle throughout the workout that has honestly fixed itself by the time the workout ends. Running's a funny one. Exercise is a funny one, really. Like the fine line between, is this going to cause an injury or is this okay? Because basically when you're running, your body wants to run well. Your body doesn't want to run bad. So it will fix its efficiency. The more you run, the better, unless you're going to, like, for example, unless you are always going out really hard, you're not recovering. Like obviously your body is not going to do too well running if that's the case. But generally, you know, if you're training with appropriate changes between the amount of volume you're doing per week, and you are doing a mixture of your strength training, blah 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 blah, your body will improve its running form, so you'll hurt less. So for example, I had a little bit of foot pain, but I think it's just because my feet were really tense and it only lasted 1 or 2 runs, and I just focused on like relaxing my feet and not like, they felt like they were little claws and they don't hurt anymore. I had a little bit of hip pain, and I think that's just because I didn't warm up properly. Like I didn't warm up as long as I normally did on a run. It went anyways. So for the past 3 runs, one being an interval, one being a long slow, and one being a fast, my shins hurt on every one. Now I'm gonna, I don't know, let's have a look. I'm gonna show you, sorry I don't shave my legs. You probably can't see anyway, but like, why would you, do you know what I mean? Like you can't see, I don't think you can see, maybe you can see, like I've got really hairy legs, but like you can't see the hairs more or less, and like it's so much effort, and then it takes your fake tan off and blah blah whatever. Right, we're besides the point. The pain is, let's find it. Where did you go? Because I can really feel it when I push in. Oh, it's here. It's here. This is where the pain is. So, oh yeah, girl, that is sore. So it is just due to repeated use. It's just due to repeated use. It's not an issue. It's just a bit of inflammation. I'm assuming this is what I've learned from my research. I'm basically gonna have to turn the volume down a little bit and just make sure that I'm recovering adequately and I'm like keeping an eye on it. So not a big deal, but it's something to like, obviously if I just kept going out and kept doing more and more and more, it's not going to get any better, it's going to get worse. But I did get an oat pot for my breakfast this morning. It's been delicious. It's really good. Like they just put water in it, which I was a bit like, ugh, like this isn't like proper oatmeal that I like, but it's been really enjoyable. And the good news is my heart rate, even that was really hard. Sorry, I'm eating. This is disgusting, terrible, awful. I've got some residual letters. I'm using this as like a little bit of a light. I've got some residual phlegm and like breathing's not great. So when you're running fast and you're like sniffing and you're like, and it's just, and you're coughing, it doesn't feel great. So that was a little bit annoying on my run today. And so was my shins. So I only did 20 minutes, not 30. But like I was like, girl, come on, do what you can do and whatever. Anyways, so the good news is that my heart rate was sitting around the 183 beats per minute at that pace. And then last time I ran at that pace, my heart rate was sitting at 196. So that's really good. Like despite everything, my heart rate has improved at that pace, which is fantastic to be honest. That's in a month. So let's see, keep pushing. So that's my update. I've got to do my accessories, but anyways, at the end of the day, it's fine. But like you literally know that this is part and parcel of the training. So, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. You can't push through injury and hope for something, like hope for something, hope for the best. That's just not how it works. But you can rein it in. You can reassess. You can be gentle, and then you'll be fine. So yeah, that's my update. I'm a little bit frustrated and I was slightly emotional yesterday. So I'm just taking it easy, and my long run this week has to be swapped with a bike. And we know how much I'm not liking the bike, but it's like this is my goal and this is what I want to work towards and this is what I want to achieve. Like I really want to do a good job in the marathon. And obviously, like nothing ever is straightforward in life. Like literally no goal is ever straightforward. Shit's always gonna come up. I'm not injured. I'm so fine. Like it's literally barely nothing. But I don't want it to become something. So I'm being extra, like I'm taking extra precautions. I just think I'm a little bit sensitive because I've been clumping around on my big feet. My big legs been stomping, and it's causing a little bit, a slight, I want to say like a 3 out of 10 bit of irritation. So no biggie, and I don't want it to get any bigger. So anyways, it's a slight setback because I'm really enjoying, like my favorite thing about this training has actually been the running. I'm really, really loving running at the moment. Like I love how it makes us feel. So it's just a little bit frustrating to have to like build my aerobic fitness on something that I'm not enjoying. But again, like I'm saying here, this is just part and parcel. Like literally, you have to do things you don't like to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, do you know? And then like obviously the marathon that I'm doing, it's got a set date, you know, that's the marathon that I've chose to do. And it's like when you give yourself, of course I could like change the marathon, I could do a different marathon, I could wait until everything's perfect. But like there'd always be a reason to postpone. There's always a reason to postpone. So it's just really important for me that I follow through on this, and achieve this and share how I'm achieving it to just show you whatever goal it is that you're working towards. Like, are you postponing it? Are you in the way of yourself right now? But anyways, that's my update. I'm taking my rest day today on a Friday. I'm going to be doing my long run tomorrow on the bike on the Saturday, and then I'm not sure about what I'm going to be doing on Sunday because that's typically interval day. So I'm just going to kind of see what the vibe is on Sunday. I'm just going to put some makeup on whilst I give you a little update to finalise, to finish off the week and all of that good stuff. So obviously I think the last time I spoke to the camera, I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself because my shins were hurting a tiny little bit and I just wanted to be better be safe than sorry. So obviously alongside that is the like initial worry about like how am I going to get my sessions in with literally so much traveling. And then I just decided to take a chill pill because if I just sit and think and pre-plan, it's going to be fine. In Portugal there is a gym, the food shops, you've got a Lidl, do you know, like it's all good. I'm just really excited to be back in Dubai in, I can't remember how many days, 17 days, and then we're going to be flying back. I just can't wait to be in my own little home with my own little kitchen and all of my own little things where I know where everything is, and it just gives you that peace of mind. So that mixed along with having a little bit of pain just proper sent us through a spiral of just like, why me? Why is this happening to me? Like, I'm really frustrated. I just want to work towards a goal here, and why is it not happening for us? I've been able to process that, and I did my long run session on the bike. So I don't know if I've explained, but basically a lot of your running training, especially if you want to go for long distance, you need to build up your engine, basically like your aerobic capacity. You need to build up your body's ability to breathe, get the oxygen into your blood, and then deliver that oxygen to the muscles, which is why, you know, people who are born in high altitudes where the oxygen is low, they are really good at some sports because their body is so fucking good at delivering oxygen to the muscles that if they come down to a normal altitude where the oxygen levels are higher, it's sort of, wow, we're on easy mode. So basically, you can do any kind of cardio, but the cycling's the best because it's low impact and it allows your legs to move quite fast, like how they would have to be when you're running. So it's like the best kind of like other option. And I've told you, I believe, like, I hate cycling so much. Like, I don't anymore, though. Whatever you say, you will believe. If you say something, that will become your truth. Like, you are just speaking it into existence. You can speak positive things and negative things into existence. So, historically, I would just be straight up, I hate cycling. And it is a little bit uncomfortable, to be honest. Like, you get a little bit of hip pain. You get a little bit, your back hurts. Like, oh, it's just a bit... And if you focus on that, again, it's what you're going to feel. So I was just like, let's do something interesting. I watched on YouTube, like, a podcast on 2 times speed, a podcast that I'd wanted to listen to for ages, and it probably made the first half an hour fly. And then I was like, I've wanted to learn that Barbie dance, for, the Dance the Night Away dance, the Dua Lipa song. I wanted to learn that for so long, and I was like, I could just do it whilst I'm on the bike. And it actually made the time fly. Like, I ended up being on the bike 20 minutes longer than I needed to be on the bike because I was having such a good time. I was just, like, learning it. And it, like, so if I were... Oh, also, my legs did hurt a couple of times. Like, the first 15 minutes, my legs were feeling a little bit sore. So I did just get off and I just did a couple of stretches to try and loosen. I did stretch off before I went on, but I was just like doing some mobilization just to get us a little bit more loosey-goosey. And because I was focused on something else, like, it didn't really hurt. So basically, we've got a win there. Like, I'm really happy to know that that is an option that I can really rely on because that's going to be super beneficial if I did incur injury or if I had no other option. I'm glad that I can use the bike maybe once a week if I have to. And as long as I give myself something fun to do whilst I'm on it, it's going to be great and it's going to help us work towards my goal. So, yeah, that's kind of it. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm quite happy. I'm going to do my interval training now. And I'm going to do that on the assault bike in the gym. And that is where I actually learned how to run. Not the assault bike, sorry. The assault mill. The assault, like, you run and it makes it go as fast as you're going machine. That's how I learned to run. Because I really liked how you could, like, speed up and slow down at your, like, desired pace. So... yeah, that's what's happening, and I just wanted to give you a little update, and I guess round this week of training off, just with the fact that it's never going to be 100% perfect, it's never going to go 100% the correct way, so be open to taking plan B, plan C, plan D. And another thing is, what you think will be what is true. So it's not easy, like, it's actually so hard, and it's like, it's a lot easier for me to sit here and say, like, try and think positive thoughts than it is to actually do that, but at least be aware of them. Like, try and be analytical, or try and be like, try and judge, like, listen to your thoughts, and then, like, not judge and like, judge and like, is this, conducive with me having positive results in life? Like, be more critical of your thoughts, basically. Be more critical of your thoughts. Like, listen to them, respect them, try and understand them, and don't just take them at face value. Like, oh, I hate the bike. If I just left it at that, that is so fucking useless to me in my life and my goals. But if I just think, like, it's boring, my hips hurt a little bit, and then I try and find solutions. Like, basically, that's what I'm trying to get at here. So thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.